Hey YouTube, this really burns me after watching a little bit of Yahoo, and I see that the Miss USA was controversial within the final questions. I heard, I know Michael Buckley or What the Buck has been talking about this, but I think it was honestly a little bit wrong of what was asked during the Miss USA pageant. As you know, Perez Hilton asked about gay marriages, and it was about it was just a recent headline of Vermont passing gay marriages, and I know very soon they're going to start that, along with Iowa. But let's play the clip of Perez Hilton's vlog right after the actual pageant happened. Hold on for a moment.
Now, let me explain to you. She lost not because she doesn't believe in gay marriage. Miss California lost because she's a dumb bitch. Okay? This is how a person with half a brain answers the question I posed her, which is, Vermont recently legalized same-sex marriages. Do you think other states should follow suit? Why or why not? Well, if I was Miss California with half a brain, I would have said, Perez, that's a great question. That's a very hot topic in our country right now, and I think that that is a question that each state should decide for themselves, because that's how our forefathers designed our government. You know, the states rule themselves, and then there's certain laws that are federal. She could have said something along those lines, but she didn't. She gave an awful, awful answer which alienated so many people. And Miss California, Miss USA, she doesn't alienate, she unites, she inspires. I am so disappointed in Miss California representing my country, not because she doesn't believe in gay marriage, but because she doesn't inspire and she doesn't unite. And that is what a Miss California and a Miss USA should. And I could not believe when she became first runner-up. If that girl would have won Miss USA California, I would have gone up on stage, I shit you not. I would have gone up on stage, snatched that tiara off her head, and run out the door. And then I would have probably been arrested, but you know what? So be it. Oh, thank goodness Miss South Carolina won, or North Carolina, whichever one won, because she deserved it so much more. Okay. I need a cocktail now.
So after watching a little bit of that clip, honestly, it's really disgusting. Some of you guys say that people who are against gay marriage are a total bigots, and just shown by example there, looks like one of your own people who is gay happens to be. I believe Perez Hilton is a vlogger that's openly gay, a gay advocate rights guy. But talk about bigotry right there. You hate the haters. Miss California wasn't hating. She just said her personal beliefs about believing marriage between a man and a woman. Some of you guys should realize that President Barack Obama is also technically an opponent of gay marriage in the sense that he personally doesn't believe it, but he lets it up. It's up to the states for him to decide. Even though he's not gonna, I guess he would allow it, but then personally in his own mind he believes it's between a man and a woman. I know some of you guys love this sign. Okay, I voted on this last November, and I stick with my opinions too. Right? I believe that everyone, as Miss California said, she has every right to actually say her opinion, and can't really condemn her for that. I say mine too, and I even get condemned for this. I'm not saying I don't hate anyone who's in favor of gay marriage, and I have a lot of friends, and I'm here obviously in the state of California, and it's very it's very left-sided. I'm not sure how it was passed, and I was happy. Personally, I was happy, but that's another story. I'm not here to promote being against gay marriage or not, but I do think that things were a little bit excessive by those questions. We would never have these conversations if it weren't for what Perez Hilton asked. I think the Miss USA pageant should not have approved any controversial questions like this, so that we wouldn't have this stirred up controversy. And I am assuming that the crowd there were in Nevada, I assume that they were half boos and half cheers, and the boos were censored by TV. But honestly, I believe that they should have at least not asked so many controversial questions. And Perez Hilton, you are a prick for actually asking such a question that can go one-sided or the other. Okay, we all have the right to our opinions, and Carrie, who is Miss California, did the right thing. I'm not saying she would have won, because I admit that she was a little unclear saying in my country, but you don't have to be hating on her, okay, calling her an actual bitch and everything. You are that actual bitch and bigot.